And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new DC HBO Max series, The Penguin, starring Colin Farrell. That's right, The Penguin is officially here. For us DC fans, we are finally ready to go with a new DC show. So, let's talk about The Penguin. So, The Penguin literally picks up right where it left off on The Batman, where Gotham City is literally in chaos, in ruins, kind of. You know, Batman did save the day, but, you know, when the Riddler pretty much destroyed the dam and pretty much flooded half of Gotham, you know, people are still trying to clean up. But, you know, Gotham's underworld is also trying to do their thing as well. And Oz Cobblepot, he played by Colin Farrell. He's at the point now, like, his boss is dead. There's nobody else, you know, to tell him, hey, we're done, closing up shop. So he decides, you know what, I'm gonna run Gotham the way I want to. But there's some speed bumps. Carmine Falcone's son shows up and, you know, kind of gets in Oz's way. So Oz has got to deal with him. And I'll let you picture that in your mind, how he does that. So no spoilers here. So while he's dealing with that, he's got another big problem. He's got to deal with Carmine Falcone's daughter, Sophia Falcone. Now Sophia Falcone shows up after being apparently locked up in Arkham. Why? We don't really know. Maybe down the road, a couple episodes later, we'll find out. But she's out of Arkham. She's ready to take over the family business, and Oz is now gonna play chess with her, and then try to figure out how he can deal with taking over Gotham for his own personal needs. We also get to see Oz, I guess, taking an apprentice in a way. He finds a kid who is kind of messing with Oz at a certain point in the episode. I'm not gonna spoil it, so when you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. And then it's like, hey man, I caught you. You're working for me now. I don't like what you're doing. You're a dead person. So Oz takes in this kid named Victor. So that's pretty cool. And that's basically the gist of the episode. Okay. So I watched this episode. Listen, the first 10 minutes of this show was just fantastic. First of all, I love the fact that it brought back what the Batman gave us. It given Gotham City its own character. You know, you watch other Batman movies, The Dark Knight, Batman 89, you know, Gotham's there. It's not, you know, but they really never explore how bad Gotham is. Especially when Batman's not there and everything just falls apart, you know, criminals running wild, people getting murdered on the street. There are moments where you're probably thinking in your head, if that was a real city, I would not want to be there. Because as soon as you step off your house, your door, you're dead. You're gonna either get killed or get robbed. That's what Gotham was. And now that Batman's around, you know, he's got to fix all that. So seeing the Gotham from that world play a significant role in here, masterful. Another thing I really liked about it was the fact that Colin Farrell, I love Colin Farrell. I think he's such an underrated actor. He's so good, you know. Obviously, a lot of people didn't even know that was him when we first saw the trailer of the Batman, and he was fantastic in that movie, and he's just as fantastic here. There's moments in here where you truly believe, oh, this guy's gonna take over Gotham and make it his own. Because, you know, one thing about the Penguin character is that he's always been the mobster. He's always been that guy that, you know, he does his own dealings, runs the mob, while the other colorful characters are trying to destroy Gotham, and, you know, in their own way, whether that's the Riddler, Joker, whoever. Heck, even Two-Face sometimes try to blow up Gotham. And Oswald's just there to be like, how can I make a profit off of this? You know, that's exactly what he is. He's not, you know, a mastermind. He's like, oh, I'm going to blow up Gotham for ransom, or, you know, kill the mayor or whatever. You know, he just like, you know what? I'm going to run the underworld, do it my way, and, you know, if you get in my way, I'm going to get in your way. You know what I mean? And there are times in the comics, you know, he plays nice with, you know, characters like the Joker, the Riddler, and all those guys. And then in the back of his mind, he's like, ugh, I really don't want to deal with these guys, but I don't want to go to war with them either. So, you know, I got to keep my territory to myself, let them do their own thing. Everybody be happy. As long as we all agree, we all kill Batman. That's always been the main thing. So seeing Oz basically his baby steps and how he becomes who he is, I cannot wait to see how this is going to transition. You know, when that show Gotham came out a couple years ago, I loved that show. That show was amazing. Seeing Oswald come about and that show become who he is down the road, all the way to the end of that show, it's like, yeah, that's the Penguin. Now, obviously, in this show, they don't call him Penguin. Honestly, I don't think we're going to get that reference until maybe the end of the show is completely done. Maybe season 2. Depends on how many seasons we get. If it's only one season, the very end. And I think Oz is going to be the one to be like, yo, don't call me Oz anymore. I'm done with that. Oz is dead. I'm the Penguin. That's who I am. So, bravo for what they did here. It had a very mobster feel to the show. Very Sopranos, but in the world of Gotham and in the world of Batman. And another thing I really love about this is the fact that it didn't have to go, oh, and this breaking news, Batman is swinging to take on another criminal, or Batman saves a cat of a tree, or it had no real references except for the beginning of the show about Batman. And that's a good thing. Yes, I know, we need Batman, sure. But if you're going to, you know, separate yourself from, like maybe say a Marvel, where you gotta mention certain characters every single 10 minutes of the show, it's gonna get kind of dull. Like, okay, we get it. It's in the same world. We get it. Yeah. Captain America's over here doing this. We get it. You know, you don't need that. You don't want to overshadow your new characters. So if you're gonna do this Penguin show, focus on Oswald Cobblepot and the underworld of Gotham. But don't mention Batman every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? You can mention him a couple times here and there, but don't overshadow it. Don't overplay it. Don't overdo it. And I loved how the first episode didn't even mention Batman. Maybe like one scene they mentioned him by name, and that's pretty much it. And that's how you're supposed to do it. So bravo on that. And yeah, the only bad thing about this show was the fact that I have to wait till next week, literally next Sunday, for another episode to drop. And it's weekly. And yeah, but it was a long episode. I think it's an hour episode. That's how you do a show. Kind of like, it's like bringing back The Sopranos. Because I used to love that show. The Sopranos is probably one of the best mob shows ever made. And this has got the same feel to it. And I can't wait to see more. Colin Farrell is great at this role. DC right now is starting to get its new train off the station. You know, with the DCU universe about to start next year. Joker's about to come out in a couple of weeks. Hopefully that train can continue its good run and get DC back on track. You know, Marvel right now, it was in trouble. Deadpool fixed that, and now we got Agatha. So far so good, right? It's on good track. This is what we need for DC. DC needs some wins. For us DC fans, we want this. So if this works, awesome. That way we could look forward to see what's next for DC. You know, Creature Commando is going to come out in December. You know, the return of Harley Quinn. You know, we need good DC content. And having the Penguin come out so far be good. I mean, it could fall apart for all we know. Next week's episode could be complete trash. It could be like, nothing really happened here. It could be completely boring. Who knows? But if it starts off strong and it continues to be really good, that's a DC win. And that's what exactly us fans want. We want DC to win, succeed, so that way all comic books shows and cartoons and movies and TV shows stuff can actually work. Same thing with Marvel. Everybody will win, especially us fans. So, yeah. First episode was great. Highly recommend you check it out. If you have not seen The Batman, I suggest watching The Batman first and then watching The Penguin. So that way you'd be like, oh, okay, that happened, this, and that. I mean, they give you a recap in this episode. A little recap, but why spoil yourself if you've never seen The Batman? Watch The Batman. The Batman's fantastic. Watch that, then you can go right into The Penguin. You're good. I mean, you could watch it without watching The Batman, but it's a little bit more better to watch The Batman first and then watch The Penguin. But, totally up to you. Have you seen the show? Let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys like it? Not like it? Excited for more? You love the tone? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the Penguin. Are you going to continue watching it? Because I know I am. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good night.